Hello everyone, it's 10 Types, joined by budgetptcg again for the third video in the standard format set draft, where we each choose a set, or I guess choose three sets, and then in the gameplay videos we do a deck from one of the sets we chose and pit them against each other. You can see my set in the lower right hand corner of the card here. I'll say the sets as well once we jump into the games. And pretty much we build decks entirely from that set and see some slightly different decks from normal. Some of the important cards may be missing, but hopefully it's interesting. So I'll go challenge you for a game here. Timer's off. And if you didn't see the draft process, you should check that down below in the description, as well as the first game of the series is also in the description. But I have I guess, an interesting deck here. I'm wondering exactly what you'll be bringing, but I think mine's kind of interesting. So,
And once again, my skill shows, and I win the coin toss,
but um,
and I will choose to go first, which is true for a lot of decks. Although some of the decks that we may be playing might be different because the game's a little odd.
yeah, my starting hand here is not looking amazing. Okay, so you are playing Zacian from Sword and Shield. I am playing Crobat, and may or may not be playing Eternatus here. But don't be fooled, it is not from Darkness Ablaze. It is actually from Shining Fates. You may see some of these other cards like Bird Keeper. That is not from Darkness Ablaze. That is also from Shining Fates. I promise. It's just with some of the strange arts and the ultra rares, Shiny Vault, stuff like that. Which is actually the reason why I chose this set. But yeah, I don't have an amazing hand here, so things could be going downhill pretty quickly. And when I say pretty quickly, I mean very quickly. Is this going to be a
That's
dong?
not good. Yeah, I could do some other plays here, but I think this is it. So
Yeah.
I felt odd when you played that because I did Darkness Ablaze in our first matchup, and you throw down the Crobat, which was from the set I chose. But yeah, you have that as an option. So I'm just going to Brave Blade for game here, and so we'll get to see more what our decks are next game
Yeah,
because
hopefully,
we didn't
hopefully.
get to see much.
I did have a Bird Keeper in that hand, but unfortunately you cannot play Bird Keeper with no other Pokemon, so I'll go. I want to go first this time, so hopefully that does not happen
Okay.
again. I'll challenge you. Um, I promise my deck can do more. I promise it has other basics, but you just didn't get to see them yet. But I do think this matchup will be interesting. I'd like to think I'm favored here, but I might not be. I have a few tricks up my sleeve, but not 100% sure how this will go. So I do win the coin flip. Get to go first here. And yeah,
I got it.
this is a better starting hand, so that's good.
All right. Now I have to take a mulligan, so you get to see some more of the cards I play in my deck,
Yep.
and get some more cards to start game with too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if it was a matchup, a normal matchup, where we could just pick any standard cards, I would think you're probably favored. But the Zacian deck is much closer to the standard format of it than your deck is, I think. So it's
Yeah,
probably
that's
pretty
probably
close
true.
for this format.
Um, I do think I have some interesting things here, though. So, gonna go in. Guess I'll do that. Guess I'm free healing there. Um,
You're so generous, thank you.
I know, I know. I'm amazing. Get to draw an extra card with Crobat because of that. And I'll pass the turn over. Feeling pretty decent about this position, but you saw last game, things can go badly quickly. Obviously, I didn't have a good start there, but hopefully I'm in a decent spot here.
What do I do here? It's interesting. Obviously, my intrepid sword ability, I may be losing that, which will be unfortunate. Now, wheezing cannot shut off your turn. Won't help your Eternatus knock out my Zacian, my Zamazenta though, because it will not be in the active, obviously,
Yeah.
if that's comes to be.
But then I can poison it as well, which is good. So it's not completely useless.
Let's take a look.
Pokegear, your favorite card.
It is. I love, the cards that you play. A lot of thick lines of supporters works with Pokegear.
Yep, definitely.
And and it is a card that you'd play in the deck anyway. So
yeah,
what do I want to do here?
It's a card you play in the deck anyway. And you played a lot in Duraludon as well. So
yeah, I mean I would play it in the Zacian deck anyway. I think normally.
Yeah, I personally like the Rotom phone package as well with a Ranguru. That's really interesting because you can kind of control what you get more. With you're only looking at the top 5, but you have a bit more control for not supporters. I find I don't really love Pokegear. It feels like I'm doing a shot in the dark, but certainly with I'm assuming you're playing 4 copies of Boss's Orders and 4 copies of Marnie, 4 copies of Professor's Research. No copies of Boss's Orders though, because you don't have that. Luckily, I do have that, which is nice. And I have Professor's Research, but no Marnie. So.
Throw down a Zamazenta, so you can't hit me with a VMAX. Primate Wisdom something. What should it be? I guess I'll pick that card. That's not very useful, what I swapped out, but that's okay.
Hopefully it's fine.
Tats for turn. And I guess I'll be seeing that same card back again.
Yeah. But you already got a lot of energy in play. Luckily, you didn't hit one off of Intrepid Sword, but still a bit nervous. So, I suppose Bird Keeper here is probably fine. Go into this. I figure out the math here. Should be fine. I suppose a damage counter here is fine. I can Bird Keeper into the Goon. Finally got a target for the Bird Keeper, so that's really good. I guess I'll be passing it over. My Eternatus deck apparently does not have any Eternatuses in it, which seems unfortunate, but hopefully we can still do something here. Certainly a bit nervous, though.
Let's see. So what? I gotta remember my deck. What tools do I play here? All right. Well, those are useful things. What do I want to do? I think.
Yeah. I do hope that I don't know. I guess I hope you don't attack this turn. I'm a bit nervous about my position as well. Certainly, I'm not in the worst position, but I don't have any Eternatus in play, which is pretty awkward. So.
Yeah, that's not ideal. That's not what you're looking for. I'm trying to figure out what Pokemon I want to play. One Oranguru is what I want, because then it pushes you onto an odd prize number, and then others being the 2 prizers, so you have to draw 7 prizes to win. Do I want my third Pokemon of the V's to be a Zacian or a Zamazenta? Zacian does more damage, but Zamazenta is protected from the Eternatus VMAX, and I'm thinking I might want that.
It's also protected from something like Crobat VMAX if I play that, but it is not protected from the poison, which is something important to note as well.
Yeah, so if I play them, there are switching options in this Sword and Shield set.
Yeah. You have Switch and Air Balloon, right?
Yep, they're both in that, which are very good cards for this deck.
You even have Quick Ball, which is insanely powerful. You didn't need to play it because, frankly, Zacian doesn't play a lot of Pokemon. I think I saw you also played Great Ball. You played Great Ball.
Got a Great Ball.
To hopefully find some Pokemon, though. You could have grabbed some back there if you wanted.
Yeah, I had the 2. I think I discarded 2 Quick Balls, but I wasn't sure what I wanted. I'm still. baiting. So I'm gonna go with this guy.
Yeah.
Better for worse.
Sometimes it's a pretty, I guess, safe bet. If your Zacian goes down, you do lose your draw engine, which is pretty awkward. But
Yeah.
overall, it should be okay.
But it's gonna right. It'll slow you down, which is a good thing. And yes, I just do this.
Okay, that makes me happy.
Yeah, I hit an energy, so at least I have the threat for next turn. But we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, for this deck list, so many of the cards are there for what I would be playing in Zacian for standard. The key cards that are missing is Rotom Phone, which is a very useful card for this deck with Oranguru in Zacian's ability. I don't think there's any stadiums in this set. Certainly no stadiums I want. I would want to have 4 Crystal Caves and possibly a Sirchester Bath, which aren't options. Tool Scrapper I can't play. Raihan I can't play. But otherwise, I can play those things. Well, I can't. There's no Cave of Toughness, but as you see, I got the Big Charm to replace that. And there's no boss in the set.
Yeah. Oh, looks like my prices aren't amazing this game. I think I should be okay, but not feeling amazing about it either. Okay. Guess I'll grab these guys. Can evolve this. And I guess put a little bit of damage on this Oranguru if I want. It's not the worst thing in the world. Not the best either though, but poking a little bit's good.
It's the poking Pokemon, huh?
Yep. I may be regretting healing off the 10 damage. It's probably fine, but a bit of a weird position
so
here.
So what are the threats here? So your Galarian Lanoon, I guess, is that how you say it, Sam?
I
mean,
think
is that
so.
how we say it?
I think that's
So it evolves into the Obstagoon anyway, and that can do. So it does 60 plus 90 if you're damaged, and you have the goons to throw on that damage. So I got to think about that. Now you can't one-shot a Zacian or a Zamazenta with that, but I obviously can one-shot the Oranguru. So do I want to target somebody? That's a question.
Yeah, and I guess you probably play Pokemon Catcher in your deck because that's
right,
your
I don't
only
have boss, but
gusting option. So
right, I play catcher that replaces the boss, so it's not a terrible substitution.
yeah, well, it depends how good you are at the game if you can flip heads or not. So
Yes. What do I want to get here? Do I want Goon? Do I want to? I don't think I would want to target the Crobat. The Weezing's certainly annoying. If I want to take out the Goon, I guess you just leave the active there, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Decisions. Well, do that because I want to do that. And all right, I can't decide, so I'll just do that to disrupt you.
Yep.
Since you have more than 4 cards, I figure that's probably a good play.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, those are, and that's actually a nice set of cards I got. But I will, do something there. So throw down an energy, take a knockout, and see what you do.
Yep. Hopefully I can get in a good spot this turn, but I'm at the same time pretty nervous. So I'll play this down. I'll attach this. and I'm actually gonna play down. I have all my Crobats in my hand here. Um,
I'm surprised that you really don't want to play those Eternatus, I gotta say. Or maybe that's just a fake. You really don't play Eternatus. You're just
yeah,
tricking me here.
certainly could be the case.
It looks that way, but I'm guessing that a bunch of them are prized for you. But we'll find out.
Uh-huh. I got an Eternus down, so that's nice.
Yeah.
No energy on it, but hopefully it's okay. A little bit of an awkward spot here, but it should be okay. Not 100% sure on that one, but maybe.
How do I want to play this? I could. But, man, that's a risk though. That could really I could take a risk, but I might set you up. It might not work.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want that. So I might take out my Zacian this next turn, and that would be not favorable. So, gonna retreat into who?
Definitely some difficult to make decisions here, but you do have Metal Saucer to get the energy back, and I saw you play an Ordinary Rod. You might even play more than one, so it's not like losing the energy is a huge deal. You have Intrepid Sword as well this turn, so. You don't actually.
Well, I
because of
don't, right?
neutralizing
I
gas.
can't now because you're active. So I retreated. I can't retreat again.
Nope.
So, which way do I go?
And you could like switch back in. You could attach,
Yeah.
switch back in,
But I'm throwing on Zamazenta, which means I'm probably not going with Zacian.
yeah, you can't attack every turn, which is kind of awkward. So.
Correct. Right. I mean, if I play Air Balloon, I could try and get that attached. But I threw the big charms on these guys.
And you already retreated, as you said, so can't do that again.
Did. Yeah, but things kind of worked out there.
Oh
I
no.
will say. So I'll take that. I could have attacked with Zacian, but actually attacking with Zamazenta may be better in the long run here. So he's safe from Eternatus.
Yep.
You can't get. I don't think you can get knocked out next turn because even if you ping me, the Obstagoon, I can't take the knockout.
Okay,
Don't
so
believe.
I'm in actually a very good position here. You made one fatal flaw,
Oh,
which may cost you the game, but I'm certainly happy with that. Is in fact not that Obstagoon.
oh, okay.
Which may be a bit unfortunate for you.
Oh,
But
this is the one.
I'll take it.
Oh, that's the one in that set.
Yes, it is. The other one was not out yet. It came out in, I believe, Fusion Strike. So this Obstagoon means that I am immune to damage from basic Pokemon, assuming I attack. So there are certainly ways of you getting around this. You have Gusting, but I'm in a decent spot because of this. So.
Okay, so yeah.
And this is Obsidian used to be a really big powerhouse in the game when it came out. It was just insanely powerful because there's so many tag teams everywhere. A deck like Zacian is obviously all basics. It faded off a little while when VMAXs became big, but Obstagoon, especially paired with the Decidueye, used to be like everywhere, and it was an insanely powerful deck. So attacking the Obstagoon into my Eternatus really helped a lot, honestly. Obstagoon was also in your set, which is interesting, but you chose not to go that route. So
No. Now, I have options. I'm going to have to do something with that Obstagoon, obviously. I need to maximize the chances of that working. You're going to knock out at least a Pokemon here, so how do I want to play that? How do I? So he's 90. He does 90. So
Yep.
you know, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this and do this and put puts a little pressure on you. I think gives me a few it gives me some options potential next turn.
Yeah, it does. I guess I'll put this here, and I can go for research. Finally, start like doing some stuff, which is nice. I'll go for an obstruct here again. I'm a little bit nervous of some of the plays you could make, but I think it'll be okay. Okay, so we see you're powering up another Zamazenta. Obviously really good because it can wall Eternatus. Interesting thing to note that Decidueye, if Zacian is against Decidueye, you could attack with a Oranguru. In this matchup, because it walls all basics, you can't attack with Oranguru anyways, so that's definitely bad.
Here. Right, I'm going to throw him up and see what I get here.
Uh-huh.
And
you also you used the switch even though you could have retreated, because now you can retreat Zacian again if you for whatever reason wanted to, which is the right play.
So, all right, do I flip? And that is bad.
Oh yeah,
that's very bad for me.
You still can definitely win this, but it's awkward.
Yes, the odds are. I mean, I've got to get him out of there, and that's really my only play to do it. So, all right. So, there's no reason to play those other cards.
Okay. Yeah, and obviously you can't attack, so Intrepid Sorting's not a bad option, certainly.
Right. I mean, I've got to be getting Pokemon Catcher. That's my play at this point, I think.
Yeah.
And flip heads.
Yeah, with a couple of heads, so you could win this certainly, but.
Right, you have the two prizers there. I just need 2 knockouts, and I have game.
Yeah.
Got him.
So you're bringing the Eternus up, which is a bit awkward, definitely. But hopefully it's okay.
What I want to do... what's my energy count like? Okay.
Yeah. Imagine a deck like yours probably has a lot of energy, and you got all you guys powered up, so it's probably okay, but not guaranteed. Okay, so going for Armani. My hand honestly wasn't amazing, so I'm kind of happy that you did that, but...
Okay.
Okay, and honestly, I am liking this hand a bit more. Not like a ton more, but a little bit more, so that's nice. I do wish I could have something like a tool scrapper to get rid of that air balloon, though. It's pretty annoying, but it should be okay.
All right, so 2 prizes, so I need to knock out
something else.
One
Probably
more
the Crobat.
One more V, not the wheezing. And I assume you're not going to let me knock out the Obstagoon.
Yeah. I don't plan on it, anyways. So.
All right, let me maximize my odds here.
Yep, this could be an all-in turn right here, definitely.
I've played 2 Pokemon Catchers. I could play up to 2 more if I have them. Though, if I get Pokemon Catcher, I have to make sure I can attack that turn. Because if I Pokemon Catcher, bring up a Crobat but can't attack, that would ruin the game for me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I have my last Pokemon Catcher, and this is it. Win or lose the game here.
Yep.
And that's. I
Oh, let's go. Okay, we're still in this. That's
don't
pretty.
think I can win now.
Actually, yeah, you probably can't win.
I mean,
um,
I can't knock out your Obstagoon, and I can't get him out of there, and you're just going to keep attacking.
yeah.
And I'm going to deck out. And if it comes to decking out, I lose. So I think. All right,
Let's-
I will just. On Intrepid Sword, I'll deck out faster.
Yeah.
Unless you want me to concede, but I can't win now. I had a
Yeah.
chance. The odds were favored. I had 2 Pokemon catchers there. I just needed 1 heads,
Yeah,
and I won.
definitely. And then and I'm assuming you had the switch, right?
Yeah, I had the switch in hand, so I would have switched and then retreated from my Zamazenta. And I also had an air balloon, so I could have attached that to a Rangaroo. And that's why I marted the turn before, because I knew I had the 2 Pokemon catchers in my deck. They weren't in my hand, so the odds were I was going to pull them. So
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But obviously, yeah, I'm much happier having Boss in this deck over Pokemon Catch in yours. But
and I attacked, and it did nothing for me.
but I should be able to
Right.
win. I'm assuming you don't have any weird tricks, but you never know. I'm trying to think if Sword and Shield has anything. I guess there is the. I know there's a Thwacky with an attack taunt, which is a
Yeah,
gusting
no,
attack, but
And I'm just going to pass. And I can't play research because I don't have any cards in my deck. So
oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, so we go into game 3 here. We saw how it can go well or badly, but do you want to go first or second in this game?
yeah, go first again. I think we both want to set up and get going
Yeah,
first. So I go first. Obviously, your Eternus you want to get up, and obviously the Obstagoon getting evolved is also very important.
yeah,
And since I know what you have now, I've got to be extra careful with those Obstagoons. And I have I have my Pokemon catchers, so I've got to save those if you get an Obstagoon up to get them knocked out.
yeah, definitely. Because it is pretty difficult as well to get my Obstagoon up because I don't have like rare candy or anything like that, so it's pretty awkward. But certainly something I can get up. So, and it's important that I do.
Right, and this is an all basic deck for Pokemon. So what do I do here? No. Well, no. Do.
I don't know. You obviously want to get down to Zacian or Zamazenta. You do have Quick
Get
Ball though,
down.
so that's really good. Oh, and getting
Yeah, I
rid of
got
an Air Balloon, which is a pretty good card, especially on that Rangaroo. So you probably have a very strong hand.
I'm liking the hand, I gotta say.
And I'm a bit nervous now. My hands, it's okay. It's not the best, but it's certainly not the worst. So I'm hoping I do draw good cards here, though.
And I didn't hit energy though, so makes it difficult to attack next turn.
Yeah. Let's see. I can lay down a bunch of these guys, which is pretty cool. Suppose I'll ping here. Power Accelerator is pretty decent. So
Yep.
I'll go with that.
Right, Parasail is a very nice attack. You're hoping, for your sake, that you have a basic energy in hand so you can attach to the guy on the bench.
Yeah, definitely. Luckily I do. I drew into one off of Crobat, so that's really nice. And I'm liking this a bit more. I was originally pretty nervous, but I think this is a bit better. And I have my Eternus down, which is nice. It's bad in Eternus decks where you don't have Eternus. I could have Power Accelerated to the other Eternus, but obviously the Obstagoon is very strong here as well. So I kind of want to get that up and going. But
That was a mistake, probably. I don't know. Was it? I don't know.
I feel like with these decks, you'll definitely make some mistakes, especially with like the weird cards I
No.
play. But
Okay. No, I didn't make my mistake, so I didn't. I thought I'd use my Primate Wisdom, so
yes.
I want to save something for the future.
Yep.
Huh.
Did you get the same card or something?
No, I didn't. It gives me a choice I wasn't expecting to have to make now. But I think I just do that, I think.
Okay. Getting rid of a lot of stuff there. Yeah, it's not that much. And you get
Yeah.
rid of the metal. Uh-oh. I hope this
Yep,
Turnus
I
doesn't go
did
down here.
that.
But certainly, yeah, it looks like my Turnus is going down this turn. It could be
Yes,
worse,
I
I
just need
guess,
to
but it's not great.
not what you want, so just don't want to misclick and hit on Intrepid Sword because that would be sad for me.
That definitely would be. I'll send up the Zigzagoon, I suppose. It's probably fine. And I'll go for Piers here. Gonna get this noon definitely. Definitely want to evolve that. Trying to get Obstagoon as quickly as possible. I guess I'll put an energy here. That seems pretty decent. Benching another Turnus, and I can just Night Slash here for a little bit of damage. So that's pretty cool. Hopefully you don't have some big turn here, but if you don't, I feel pretty in my position. A little bit vulnerable, but I don't have the Eternus because I am relying on the Obstagoon a lot in this matchup, but I think it should be okay. It obviously depends a lot on what you have, though. You're not down any Pokemon catcher as well, so that's a bit scary, but should be okay.
Do I want? Interesting card there. Well, I want to do this.
Yeah, definitely.
So, do I want to? I wasn't planning on that. Should I? I think I should just attack. Keep it simple. Keep it simple, I think, is the key.
Okay. That makes me kind of happy. But you have taken 3 prizes already as well. And I have the turns VMAX in play, which is not something I'm super happy with.
Right, I have the Zamazenta on bench, so if you want to throw up your Turnus, I will throw him back at you. See what happens. But you evolve him. If you have energy, then you can attack. If you don't have energy, though, then he's vulnerable to get knocked out.
If I miss energy here, I'll be very sad. Okay, barely able to get the energy. That's very good. I suppose once I have 1 VMAX in play, I might as well get 2, so that's fine. Got the energy though, so that's good. Pop down this coughing, which may be a slight. I don't think that's really a misplay. I think that's fine. Let's go for the obstruct here. Start setting up that wall, which should be able to, hopefully, should be able to stop you.
That's the big question, isn't it? All right, so you only have 4 cards in hand.
Maybe they're amazing 4 cards, or maybe they're horrible 4 cards.
All right, I am a much more skilled player this game, so
this is unfortunate, but hopefully it's.
I will take 2 prizes. I mean, because figure.
Yeah,
I could have gone for the Eternatus, but take a 2 prizer, and then I just need 1 more knockout for game.
Yeah. Now I do have the Weezy in play, which is a bit of a liability. Maybe I shouldn't have played that, but I'm not sure. It does give me a few options. Probably not like attacking options, but options anyway. So that's good. See the Zamazenta here. I'm really nervous. You got 3 more Pokemon catcher in deck. And it's probably not going to be prized. You're going to only have a few prizes, or just one prize after this. So pretty nerve-wracking, but we can definitely win this. We can hopefully take our prizes first.
Right. So I've gotten 5 prizes before you've gotten 1. So it's the dance of your Obstagoon.
Yep. We have this Piers play here, which I like. Piers is honestly very solid in this deck. Much better than I thought. Because it kind of allows me to get my Obsidian, which is really nice.
Right. I mean, if you're in a deck where you could play the Hiding Dark or Special Energy, it's even better. But just to get any dark Pokemon, which in this matchup the Obstagoon is really what you want to get. And obviously at times you want to throw the Weezing out too to disrupt.
Yeah, if you played a deck with a very strong engine, the Weezing would have been insane. You just have Zacian as a semi-engine type thing, so it's not a huge deal. I suppose I am kind of setting up another Obsidian here, but it doesn't really matter. If this Obsidian goes down, I do, in fact, I'll lose the game. But
all right. Another catcher. What happens? That's none.
Okay, Tails.
Tails. I have 2
fair.
more. What am I going to do here? Let's see there. I have energy and deck now. So throw him on. Get down. Down a Pokemon. Want to get down. Throw down a Zacian because a turn this isn't really a big problem. It's Obstagoon for me, I think. So having extra draw is a plus. I didn't use my ability, but no reason to use it right now.
Yep.
See what we get.
Mining away my big hand as well, which is good for you.
Yes.
My hand was certainly pretty solid, but I think we can.
All right, I hit another catcher. So let's see. So that is not what I like to see. So now things are much sketchier at this point.
Yeah, definitely. But you can definitely win the game with a final catcher head. So
right. All right, just Intrepid Sword here. Go to the next turn.
Okay, we get this, which is nice. We get this. Can get an energy down here as well. I can go for Obstruct. I get a KO here, but it doesn't affect the prize trade because you're just going to send up a bunch of 2 prizers. So
right.
I do get a prize card, which is cool, but it's not a huge deal in terms of winning the game anyways.
Right, I don't think it's really gonna be meaningful for that. Go down. That. I guess it's just a matter of getting the catcher and hitting heads, and I win. Don't do it, I lose. The Weezings I can one-shot, so the Weezings gets me game if I get a heads.
Yep.
If you didn't have the Weezings down, then that wouldn't guarantee me a game.
Yeah, I do have the Glaring Lanoon as well. And I did play the Glaring Zigzagoon to get the KO that turn. I guess I shouldn't have necessarily played those down, so that's definitely a misplay on my part. But you can definitely capitalize on that.
And let's just move things along. I could have just slowed the play to try to deck you out, but I don't think that's the way this would go anyway.
Probably not going to happen.
Because you do enough damage per turn. At 90, you're gonna take prizes. You're gonna take the prizes.
Yeah, I should be able to do that. Okay. Play down this other Obstagoon. And attach another energy here. They can go for another Obstruct, which is good.
Probably. Guess I just go aggressive. There's not really anything else that's. Don't think I have any other win condition and then get my Pokemon catcher and flip heads.
Yeah.
So I might as well be aggressive and run through the deck. And I've hit it, so I will play the card and we'll see what happens. And you won the game.
Oh.
So I'll pass, but I'm probably gonna concede, right? I don't believe there's any way I can win. You're just gonna sit there, keep attacking me, and I can't do anything.
Yeah. Very close.
Good. Yeah. So good game. I didn't hit heads often enough on my catcher, so I am gonna concede here.
Okay, but that's the conclusion to the series between the different sets. I was able to honestly get some lucky draws there, but as you saw, a lot of interesting decks. We had Zacian and Eternus, but then with like the Urshifu deck, there were some interesting things as well. So that's the conclusion to the series. You can check out the other videos if you didn't see them down below. But everyone, thank you for watching.